The brightest light comes from the darkest night. If we will walk through the shadows, I spent many years just not believing in anything, and have in the last 20, 25 years slowly come to understand that there are these larger forces, that they are not against us. They want us to succeed. They want to help us. They want us to be happy. I was laying in bed. I woke up in the morning. There was a big window above my head, and it was open, and it was February, and it was rainy, and I couldn't hear anything. I couldn't hear the rain that I knew it was raining. And I said, all right, I came out of denial. I had stopped using the phone on my right ear because I couldn't hear. But I refused to accept that I was having a hearing issue because I didn't want to be like my dad. My father had died the year before, and he was very hard of hearing. It was a birth injury. Never told anybody, and who was always making you repeat, and always he asking you to tell him again, and then he would repeat what he thought you said, and it would be totally different than what you said, and it was just so irritating. And I said, all right, I have to do something about this. I have to find out what it is. I need a hearing aid. They said, oh, well, maybe it's not just, you haven't just lost your hearing. It could be that you have a tumor. When you are facing brain surgery, you do have a few moments, and I had 3 months to think about it and get good and scared, that you might not make it, that you might die in the surgery. After the surgery, when I didn't get to save my hearing, but I was healing, I said to myself, why are you still here? What was your purpose in this lifetime? And maybe it's time to do it. I was so happy to be alive, just loved everything. Everything was so precious to me because I thought that I almost wasn't going to get to experience it. And then my mom took me home. My 82-year-old mother took care of me. And I spent a lot of time in her backyard in front of a huge oak tree. And I learned to see differently, and I was open to the unseen world and the connection to this beautiful oak tree, to the squirrels who lived in this tree. And I totally identified with these forces from the other world that were communicated with and was communicated to by nature. I knew as a teenager that writing was something that I was called to, and I kept running away from it. And I decided, well, that must be, why I'm still here, that I'm supposed to write. And it was poetry that I felt that I should be writing. I didn't know that it would be my life that I would write about, that would be what I am here to share, to help other people who have gone through something similar to realize that they can live a larger life. They can find happiness and a larger life and pay it forward. Share it with somebody else who also needs to hear not just what I have to say, but what they have to say. Naked Lady is a story of an incident and how I healed, how it took a long time to understand and walk through the experience and see the experience in a different light, have compassion for myself and for all the people who were involved in this situation. And the other book is about my search for the spirits, for those unseen energies that assist us to grow larger because of the experiences instead of smaller, which is what I was on the way to doing. You know, I did for a lot of my life. Hiding is smaller. Hiding things means, to me, that you're growing smaller. I ran from words, enthralled with my shadow muse. Addicted to psychological pain and suffering, procrastination and paralysis ensued. Through the words that I write, I have a different, better, more understanding, more compassionate view of everything, because I really had to examine it in the word form. It wasn't about existing anymore. It was about really living. My life before that was sort of a dream. I was just drifting along in a dream. You know, I never had a goal. It's good to have a plan. I just was sort of drifting along with whatever came my way. In my relationships, in my use of substances, in my education, in my work life. I thought that emotions were either happy or sad. I didn't realize there were all these feelings in between, like I just had this one or this one. So I've had to learn all these, And because of my experiences with friends and lovers, I could be sad, but those other feelings, I don't want those. They're dangerous. They get you in trouble. Spending so many years not wanting to feel, not wanting to let anybody close. Afraid that I would get hurt. When I woke up, I woke up. I became awake. Even though I took all those drugs and had all those experiences, I wanted to live. I would say take chances, because you got a 50-50 chance of having it turn out okay. And anyway, you learn, everything's a lesson. Everything is, if we choose to learn from everything, there is a lesson. It's been a gradual process for me, because for many, many, many years, I kept myself locked up in my memories. My feelings about who I was. But now I want to be out of the cage. I want to be free. I've spent most of my life beating myself up for what I did. That's not good. It takes a toll. That's not, I would say, have the experiences, have compassion for yourself. Don't beat yourself up about it, because it's damaging. I would like to be remembered as somebody who took chances and lived and to tell about it, and really thrived because of it, because of the chances that I took. And at the end of my life, realize all the lessons that I learned from these chances that I took, these journeys that I took. And that if you look at them through the lens of love, it's a different, they're a different story. And through that lens of love, try to pass on the lessons that I learned because of the things that I chose to experience. I am a new woman, born of the fire and fuse of nature. I follow the light. I stand tall in my truth. I speak out for all those who suffer and want to heal. I am the late blooming lily. I am the naked lady.